James Vittori.
Burning questions.
Howdy. James Victoria here. Burning questions. Today we've got an awesome question. Comes in from our pal Travis. He wrote me an email, and it's a kind of a design and marketing, a practical, reasonable question about our business, but I think it pertains to all the other businesses, all the other folks who watch Burning Questions. Interesting question. Goes like this. Travis writes, I have a question that's been bugging me for a while now, and I was wondering if you might be able to help answer it. Everywhere I've worked, including big name ad and marketing agencies, I have always supplied clients with 2 or 3 creative solutions to choose from. Lately, I've been hearing a lot about giving clients only one solution, as we are professionals, and taking back our profession. My question is, how many solutions do you or other big name studios usually put forth? Is one way more acceptable professionally than others? By offering multiple solutions, does it make it worse for other future designers? This has started keeping me wondering if I'm doing it right. Listen, Travis, I am going to go on the record here and say that presenting your client with 2 or 3 solutions, as a rule, is bullshit. Bullshit. It's not being generous, it's being confusing. Worse, it's not being confident. Okay, listen, hear me out. Everybody's gonna go, oh, but you have to. But they ask for it. A lot of variables, right? We don't live in a black and white world. We live in a very colorful world right now. So listen, a lot of variables. When you're doing a presentation, it's not just ta-da, here's the answer, boom, because if you surprise them like that, there's only one way to go for them to go, and that's to out the door. It's how you prepare the client. It's your presentation skills, it's how you present your idea, it's your confidence, it's your relationship with the client, right? That's a variable. Another variable is the client size. Small client versus a huge client like Bud Light or Victoria's Secret or something. A lot of larger clients, they've done all the marketing. They know who their audience is, and they will not challenge that. They ask for a range of stuff. I've been in these job situations where they ask me to do, we want to make a revolution. I'm like, really? You sure? Because I can do it, right? They know what their client wants, and they're not going to challenge it. You can give them 6 or 7, they're gonna choose the worst. I mean, that's the thing, right? That's what you mean by choosing, give them 2 or 3 things. You can say, well, this is the really crazy one, and this is the one they'd never go with, and this is the middle of the road. Why are you giving them crap, mediocre work? Why are you presenting, it's something they'll never choose? Yeah, they always choose it, right? Why present crap? There was a funny situation in my studio when my long-standing amazing assistant Chris started working with me, and what happened is when he started working with me fresh out of school, he said anytime the phone rang, we got a new job, I'd say, Chris, we're doing this thing, we just got a call from so and so, and he would say, what do they want? And I had to say, dude, I don't know what they want. They don't know what they want, but they called me because they want me. That's what they want. That's the situation. That's where you want to be. They call you because you have something to say. You're going to bring something to the party. You're not trying to figure out what they want, right? I work as a designer. I work sometimes as an artist in the design field. My job is to push my clients. If I don't push my clients and I don't make them feel uncomfortable, and I don't make myself nervous in the process, I'm not doing my job, and I'm not serving anybody. I have a responsibility. I'm not just an artist, and I'm not going to show them something crazy just because I can. I have a responsibility, not only to my client, but further, I have a responsibility to their audience, because that's who I want to talk to. My responsibility relies with the audience all the time, all the time, all the time. Travis, I'm going to go through your question here and pull out a couple of points, a couple of things you talked about. You said, lately you've been hearing me giving clients one solution as we're professionals and we're taking back our profession. Taking back our profession? Not really. Taking back your work? Yes. Taking back your life and your pride? Definitely. And the thing that you're doing most is you're going to, if you go the other route and you keep doing those 2 to 3 solutions, you're going to continue to be powerless, and you're continually be frustrated with your clients, and your worse is you're going to continually put out crappy or mediocre work. So you're not taking back your profession, you're taking back your pride. My question is, how many solutions do you or other big-name design studios usually put forth? We don't have a conference. I don't know what other people do. I assume that they do one. I assume the smart ones do one. I don't know. I don't care. Doesn't matter. Is one way more acceptable professionally than the other? Travis, there ain't no rules. There ain't no rules, right? As much as we want rules, there ain't no rules. Or as Shakespeare said, wrote in Henry V, there's a really wonderful line. We are the makers of manners. We say how it goes, right? This is an attitude shift there. You say, by offering multiple solutions, does that make it worse for future designers? Worse? Only if you teach that crap. Only if you teach that level of pandering, right? Otherwise, it's just bad for you, and you're feeding your client and their audience more crap. So that's how you make it work. Listen, the 2 to 3 solution thing, here's the big idea. Somebody needs to be in charge. Somebody needs to be in charge. Might as well be you, right? Be the leader. Be the person who your client wanted in the first place. You know, be the guy who people hire because he's got something to say, or the gal who has an opinion, right? And that's just it. Look at burning questions. Make work that matters. This is how we do. This is how we do it. Make work that matters and have a damn opinion. Put it in your work. That's it. Awesome. You know what? I should do an entire e-course on this stuff. These practical questions. Oh my God. I'm giving this stuff away for free. I'm like Crazy Eddie. It's mad, insane. Oh my gosh. Listen, Travis, the rest of you, keep the questions coming. Even the practical stuff, we can find something life-affirming and something powerful in it. You guys are awesome. Make work that matters. Have a damn opinion and love something other than your job. You guys are awesome. This is James Victoria for Burning Them Up Questions. Dudes, I'm doing this in my garage. I'm in my little room here trying to reach the world. You guys are awesome. Help me out, and I'll talk to you next week. Adios.